for daily ask Reddit. r/ask Reddit. What's the most ducked up thing you've seen on the internet? A dude got caught in some spinning industrial equipment. It snagged his arm and wrapped most of his torso around it and kept spinning like hundreds of RPM, slamming him against the floor with every rotation. It spun him so fast that his skin and muscles started coming off, and he was basically just a bloody skeleton being whipped around like a cheap Halloween decoration in less than a minute. I remember that one. Thought he was a doll at first because of how floppy he looked, zero bones intact after 3 seconds. Working with tractors on a farm, you learn very quickly that one of the most dangerous places on a tractor is the PTO shafts. 1040 RPMs will mess you up fast. Roan story I've heard. A farmer was mowing a field, stopped at his house for a drink, went inside then came out, didn't know his twin children had decided to play hide and seek under the cover of the mower. Farmer started the mower to a cloud of blood and bone, discovered the remains, and understood he wouldn't be able to live with the guilt and shot himself. That shit makes you stop and think. Where to start? The cartel/ISIS beheadings, degloving videos, 3 guys 1 hammer. This is definitely one of the worst. One that has always stuck in my mind, and I saw this video about 15 years ago, was a dude who dove from a building into the sea, missing and smashing his face into the concrete at the side. It follows up with footage of him in hospital, still alive, but his skull completely cracked, vertically down the middle. The doctors kept putting his face back together and letting it open again. There is this video from Brazil. This pretty young woman is in the woods with some guys, and it looks like they are going to punish her for some duck up. She probably texted someone she wasn't supposed to text because her phone becomes part of the punishment. She looks terrified by the way. They put the phone on her head and hit over the head, just once, with some kind of bat or heavy stick. She immediately starts convulsing, and her eyes just go blank. I don't know if she died or not, and I've seen some ducked up cartel shite, but the way her mind just left her body was really ducked up. Even if she lived, I'm sure she's not the same as before. While it shows zero gore or anything disturbing at all, the brick through the windshield video is haunting. It makes real our most mundane yet traumatizing nightmares. I have seen the most ducked up shit on the internet and I'm always an emotionless void when I see those types of vids, but that brick video hurt me. Imagine having a nice family road trip and having it all come to an end with a single accident. I can hear and feel the immense sadness and grief that the rest of the family members had during the video. By far one of the most heartbreaking video out there. On Reddit actually, some video of a dude who was run over by a train. He was crawling around in shock and trying to stand up, but was literally cut in half at the waist. Meanwhile there was like a dozen people just gathered around watching him. I don't remember the sub, and I'm scared of accidentally find it again. A around 45Y/O guy gutting a child's stomach and torso, around 10 to 12 old, and ducking this kid's liver or some other organ. A friend sent me this a couple of years ago, and it made me throw up, even though I never have to vomit. It was horrifically bad, and I hate myself for even just watching half of it. We are no longer friends. A video of a guy who's been cut in half by a train. He kept slipping in and out of consciousness and seemed to be desperately grasping for his legs. It was one of those weird ducked up situations where you're completely disgusted but still can't look away because you're completely transfixed. God, it was bad enough when I fell down 3 stairs and hurt my ankle. Didn't even break or fracture it, just badly bruised and a small deep cut. But man, my body was in total shock. I felt like vomiting and passing out over and over. I couldn't scream or cry. I fully expected to see a mangled foot facing the wrong way when I looked down. Just the thought of it was nauseating. And I was wearing stockings too. I was so scared to peel them off and see what was underneath. I can't even begin to imagine what it feels like to lose an actual part of your body.